Hey, what's going on, all you fabulous gamers? My name is Fabulous Potts, and today I want to discuss with you if bind on account heirlooms are gone for good in the new upcoming expansion, Warlords of Draenor. I'm just going to go ahead, big spoiler alert right here, no, they are not gone for good. But our community manager, Bashiak, did state on the forums, with the upcoming release of 6.0.2, we'll be sending the vendors who sell heirlooms for justice points on a quote-unquote nice vacation. Now, being a WoW player for a decent amount of time, I have noticed that anytime that Blizzard has taken anything out and saying they will be returning shortly, hasn't really come back. And if they do bring it back, it's way, way down in the future, like years to come. So that's really gonna suck. But they do say that you will be able to buy, your BoA heirlooms with gold. That I don't really agree with. But at the same time, you have to ask yourself, do you want to grind hours on end for justice points or valor points for binary account heirlooms? I didn't mind it. I found that it was not too bad. A little boring, yes, but at the same time, on my main tune, I was able to make gold from, looting things from the dungeons and heroics, blah, blah, blah. And not only that, getting justice points for heirlooms for upcoming tunes and tunes that I was leveling already. Because with the heirlooms, you get a 10% bonus XP gain from killing monsters. So PvE aspect of the game for low levels with bind on account heirlooms is a lot easier, and the level gaining is a lot faster than if you didn't have bind on account heirlooms and you just had normal dungeon gear. And also in PvP, it gives you a lot of health bonus. Now, another thing is that what are they going to do for the new level 100 level aspect of the game for buying an account? Because with BoA, you were able to use it up from level 1 to 85, and from there on, from level 85, the next 5 levels to 90, you were able to just get, new gear from dungeons or whatever you were doing, questing even. But to up to level 100, are they going to now make it up to level 95, level 90? Is it still going to be 85? Not very sure. They haven't really said much about that, that I found anywhere on the forums. If anyone knows, you can go ahead and leave a comment down below. Um, but honestly, I think they should just leave it at 85, and if they do go anywhere else with it, 90. Because at 85, you can actually start getting some good gear in some dungeons. So it's really not necessary to keep the BOA, and just, if you wanted to, send it to another tune that might need it. So 85 seems very reasonable to me. Otherwise, 90 is probably as high as I would put it personally. The developers will actually have to really hardcore consider that. But with the Justice Points and Valor Point vendors going on vacation, they are now including that as of right now, I'm not sure about in the future, but as of this moment, we are now in patch 6.0.3 with 8 days left to go for Warlords of Draenor. You will be able to go to Darkmoon Fair and use Darkmoon Fair tickets to actually buy any of the BoA heirlooms that you can possibly imagine. That I definitely do not agree with, because A, for lower levels, if you want to get some BoA, like let's say you're just starting out in World of Warcraft, you hear about heirlooms and you want to get some for yourself, that's not okay, because some of the lower levels can't actually do any of the games at Darkmoon Fair, which doesn't make it fair for the lower level players. Also, no one wants to go once a month grinding out a terrible place, in my opinion. Darkmoon Fair is just horrific to me. I hate that place, and I really don't want to do that. Now, I have every piece of BOA that you can possibly have. So that's not a big problem for me. But for others, no one wants to sit there all day just playing Darkmoon Fair games and, grinding out tickets. And they're really expensive. Darkmoon Fair tickets are not easy to come by all the time. Because, what is it? One piece is like 184 tickets, I think. That's ridiculous. Like, no one wants to do that. And it would take a lot of time just to get heirlooms. And at that point, no one's going to want to do it. No one's going to buy them. So why even keep them in the game? I think they should just keep them with the vendors. Fine, take them out before the pre-patch for Warlords. Give them that vacation. Whatever. Do whatever you guys want. But in my opinion, I think they should just leave it how it was. Keep the justice points. Keep the valor. It's just simple. It's easy. Everyone understands it. And it's not hard to wrap your mind around if you're a new player. Like, oh, I go to a heroic, I can get justice points. Oh, I can use these justice points to buy heirlooms. Got it. But just the gold aspect, what if you don't have a lot of gold, especially at a lower level? Like these pieces, what will they cost? Like 200 gold, 300 gold, 400 gold, 1,000 gold per piece. I mean, with the guild vendor ones, the helmets and things, those cost like 1k, 1.3k gold each. And do you think a lower level player is going to have 1.3k gold? Maybe if they have nice friends, or maybe if they just farm for gold. I mean, it really all depends. But for a lot of players, I'm sure they don't have 1.3k gold at level 10 just floating around in their pocket waiting to be spent. Hopefully they will keep heirlooms in the game, but again, that's really always up to Blizzard and what they feel is necessary. Now, if they do come up with a new strategy to actually level up faster with lower levels and get health bonuses in PvP and that 10% XP bonus gain, then okay, if they think of something better, great, I'm all for it. But up until they actually release that information, I'm still not going to be all up for this whole gold buying heirlooms or just taking them out in general. I hope this really helped you out and informed you on what's going on with heirlooms. I hope this helped you out a lot, and stay fabulous.